Hello, good day everyone. My name is Catfish, your popular fish farmer. So what I'm going to be doing today is I am going to be teaching you the easiest way to hatch catfish. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'll be sharing more and more information with you, showing you more videos of what we do on our farm. So let's just go right to it, right? What do you need to actually start your hatching process? You need broodstock. Broodstock is what we call the parent fishes. Ordinarily, it should be at least 1.5 years old fish, and average they should weigh at least 2 kg and above. You also need saline solution, that's the salt water that you will use to mix the egg and the sperm. You need ovulin and syringe. What you do with this is inject the female fish with the ovulin at least 12 hours before you are ready to hatch, so that she can release her eggs easily. You also need your hatching vat, that is where you will put the eggs. You need bowls and spoons, you need towels. Of course, you need plenty of water. I mean, fish is not, this is fish farming and it's aquaculture. You are growing something inside water. So water should not be negotiable. Also, you need a source of heat because your hatched eggs would do better in a warmer environment. All right, your hatched eggs will do better in a warmer environment. So that's, you get better results when your eggs are in a warmer environment. So great. Now that you've got all of this, you want to select your broodstock. Ordinarily, I would advise that you bring out 2 male broodstock, because once you inject your female and you are ready to hatch, you have to kill the male fish to bring out the sperm sac. Now, in you killing this male fish to bring out the sperm sac, you won't have time to be draining water and be bringing out another male if that first male is not good. So you want to make sure that you have selected your male, you have selected 2 males, you've selected 1 female, and then you are ready to hatch. So let's go straight to it. So yes, we've selected our males, we've injected our female 12 hours prior to this time, right? And what I would also advise is that you pump the water that you want to put your eggs into. All right, so now we are trying to bring out the sperm sac from the fish. However, what I would advise is that you have prepared the water, pump the water down. Normally water gets oxygenated properly if it stays at least 24 hours facing the atmosphere. So you want to make sure you've pumped your water in your vats. They are ready for your eggs, you know, and then now you bring out your male that you selected. The fish is at least 2 years old. You have, you know, injected the female 12 hours prior to this time. So most people like to inject in the night so that by morning, when there is light and we can all see, we can do what we need to do. All right. So after this process, we then get the male. We've gotten the male. We are removing the sperm sac. As you can see, we are doing this on a table. There's towels around, and we will kill the male by cutting it from the belly. And once you cut it out, what you will see is this white. Of course, you open the intestines and all, and then you see this white thing. Can you see it? Yep, that's it. So you see 2 sperm sacs. All right. You see 2 sperm sacs, and then you remove them. Most times it's good for you to dry it. All right. You can dry it with a piece of towel. Don't forget we asked for towels. You can also place it in a saline solution. All right. So after you've gotten the 2 sperm sacs from them, keep them in a dry place. You see I put it inside a towel. You have to make sure that your working environment is clean. All right, so yes, there's a lot of blood everywhere. You want to make sure that you clean the environment. All right, because very soon now we're going to pick the female and we're going to strip her. Now, what is stripping? Stripping is removing the eggs from the female fish. All right, removing the eggs. Now, since the eggs are in the female and you have injected her with ovulin. Now, why do we do that? It is so that the eggs can come out freely as you press the stomach. So pressing that stomach is what we call stripping. All right. Now, we've injected her 12 hours prior. So that means she will be willing, that the eggs will come out freely right now. It will be help if you get somebody else to hold another part of the fish while somebody presses the stomach in a downward motion. So as you can see me pressing the stomach, you can see the eggs coming out freely. That is because we have injected her with the appropriate dosage of Ovalane and she's ready to release her eggs. So yes, we then get a bowl and we start stripping. So you can see my hand going down. As I'm pressing it, the eggs are coming out. Averagely, it is estimated that a female will have 10% of her body weight of eggs. Now, I'm just going to fast forward this part because, I mean, you don't want to spend so much time watching me strip, all right? But we strip the females, and once you press it, it keeps coming out. As I've said, she will lose about 10% of her weight because that's the egg weight that she is carrying. Now, after doing that, after stripping that egg, it's always a good time to measure it. So you saw the weighing scale that I used to measure it there. Now, we are going to use 2 females for this hatching class. Now, we strip the second female also. We strip the second female. So, there are averagely about 2 colors that come out when you hatch your fish. All right? The 2 colors are dark green and golden brown. The 2 of them are actually good for your fish. It means your fish are ripe, your eggs are ripe, all right? Now, after getting that quantity of eggs on our dry bowl, don't forget our bowl needs to be dry because water must not touch the egg before sperm touch it. Now, this sperm are the sperm we got from that male that you watched us cut earlier on. Now, we will cut the sperm sac with knives and spray the egg yolk, the sperm milt. It's called milt. It's like milk, white milk. So you cut it inside your egg. This volume of sperm, whatever the volume is, scientists tell us it will fertilize 20,000 eggs. It's not like you can count your eggs actually. But you then cut the sperm sac into the eggs and then you stir. You make sure that the sperm actually touch all of the eggs. So this is where you need saline water. After mixing saline water into it, it makes it, saline water will still keep the eggs, the sperm good enough for you to fertilize. Now, after mixing it, we start spraying the eggs on our nets. Now, our nets I have laid into these vats. The reason why we use these special vats is that it is small in size, but yet it will still take a considerable level of water, and we can flush the whole water without using a whole lot of volume of water. So if, for instance, we use a big tank in this place and wanted to change the big tank over and over again, it will mean that we are pumping water for so long. But after laying your eggs, leave it for at least 1 hour undisturbed. After that, allow fresh water come into your vat so that it gives the eggs fresh oxygen. After that, you then leave it for 30 hours. Within that 30 hours, your eggs will fertilize and drop to the bottom of the vat. However, some will still stay on the net and you will need to shake off the fertilized eggs from the top of the net. The white eggs you see on the nets are unfertilized eggs and will pollute your water and kill the fertilized eggs. So you have to remove them after 30 hours and then leave the eggs for 3 days. No feeding, nothing, just fresh water and heat. After that, the fries will come up to the top of the water by themselves in search for food. So you can see we have fries. Fries are what we call baby fishes, all in all the vats, all right? And they will be active. Now, after 3 days is a good time for you to start feeding them. However, I should mention to you that this environment where we raise this fish is controlled. The temperature there is measured and controlled regularly. We also have to give them fresh water and then we get good results. All right, so 3 major things I should mention that are the most important for a good hatching result are your broodstock, fresh water, and temperature. So yes, it has been nice showing you a little bit of how we hatch catfish on our farm. I will be willing to answer your questions if you drop them in the comment section. My name again is Catfish. Make sure you like and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If there are other parts of fish farming you want me to also do videos on, please comment and I will see to it. Bye-bye.